This is a deceptive trigger. A lot of people will come around this corner flush because these corners actually allow you to not get snagged on them. You can just... One of the rare corners actually that you don't get snagged on, right? Also stop and set turn. I'll go around here and set turn and go here. Sometimes won't let you do it. This trigger is extremely set to the right side. It won't do it all the way over here, but if you look, if I'm like here, oh shit, it'll actually allow you to do it much, much further right than you would expect. So right side is safer than the left side by quite a high margin. Hear the second dog. Aggro first before you dodge it. Aggro, then dodge. Hear him first before you dodge. Don't try and preemptively dodge. So that one, aggro one here. I kind of hear him or see him first when I'm around the corner. Like, it's a reaction. You got to react to that second dog. The big blue door to the gas room. Right. So always a trouble this one. The key to this one is that you go here, you're not going to get anything. Aim for the gold handle is a really good rule, because that's kind of like where the hitbox starts. You can actually go over here. Yep, there we go, and it will unlock the door. The trigger for this door is just very right side prominent, right? But you can, a sure bet is just aim for the fucking gold handle. The gold handle on this door. You aim for that, you're gonna get it. It's a simple one, but it's one that you see often. Everybody's run into this problem. And unless you lab it, and it's just one of those small ones that... It's so small that no one's gonna lab it. Well, there we go. That is that's the trick with this door. The trigger is just incredibly right side prominent. If we were going from the right side, as if we were gonna run to King Henry, this would never ever be a problem. In fact, we'd be getting this early. But we're on the wrong side of the trigger, unfortunately. So there we go. That's the big blue door trigger. Right, this is kind of like a small one, really, but... Actually, just a quick side note. You know, if you're doing this, and if you just turn to the left, you can grab the notes, but if you want to do it safer, run into it. Because it extends your interaction box in front of you. Like... Yeah, you can't really see it, but... You know where her legs are and her shadow emanates forward? That's interaction box. Is actually going ahead of her. See the shadow, look? How it's going ahead. That's your interaction box. And it's actually going forward, isn't it? Just a little tidbit. So if you run into this, you're going to be guaranteeing it more for yourself. That's all. Right. So this is not what I want to talk about. But this, from here to the piano, don't know if it's useful to anyone, but it's just 3 steps. Right. And then see this little jutty bit thing out of the piano. It's the little black thing in the middle there. See that? The little black thing? Just stand slightly left of it. Try and aim for slightly left of it. Quick piano. It's a visual cue. That's all I wanted to say. 3 steps, turn in. And then you know the little jutty outy bit on the piano? Stand left of it. I just want to do this real quick, so... You know your medals? When you're interacting with them? Right? If I press back now, we're going to see an animation. Like that, look. See how it disappears into the background, that animation. If we do this... and press escape, that's faster. We don't have to see that animation anymore. So get used to pressing your menu button, not back. Alright, this is kind of a really quick one, okay? So if you've just put your medals in, say you've kind of like about there, or like whatever, like say you've done this. Let's even say, like, here, for instance. Let me just try and get it for the middle. Right, you put your last medal in. Turn. Right. Try and do that. Oops. Yeah, maybe try to get it, like a good rule of thumb, like when you see Jill's right shoulder in view. Now. You might have to be prepared to step forward a little bit. Right, that's kind of what you want. Turning left. Walking. Step forward. Walking left. Step forward. Instead of running into the door. It's just a little bit faster. It looks like this. Right. Right, here. Not that. Not that. Not... I don't know. What you want to do, what you want to be doing, run forwards. Kind of feels natural to go right here. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. We can just run forwards. Right, once I've done the interaction and all this shit, I'm going to hold right, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm holding right. While I'm mashing. Whilst the bath is emptying. Whilst the bath is emptying, we're going to hold right and mash. And then we're going to be turning right for the door, and not left. And I'll tell you in a second why. Right, so it's emptying. Now I'm holding right and mashing, look. Holding right and mashing. Right. See how Jill is slightly turned right now? Instead of like that. She's like that and not like that. That's because when you're holding right, there is a small gap in the game between taking the key and being in game. So we want to take advantage of that. It's not that important, it's only a small bit of movement, but get it while it's there. It's free movement. Right, so she's turned slightly right. And if you're not mashing very hard, by the way, she can be turned like that, by the way. It's only because I was like concedingly trying to, you know, making a conceding effort to mash there. So let's say we've been mashing and she's turned like that, for example. We're going to turn right and go for the door. This door, its trigger is incredibly right side prominent. So we can take liberties here. She's turned, and there we go for the door. The reason why right side is because this trigger is left side prominent and not right side prominent. Plus, if you mash for doors to get early doors in this game, you could end up hitting this towerlet holder. You know what I'm saying? You know if you do it in one run and then get pissed off, it's like it's gonna happen, right? It's one of these stupid mansion bullshit things. So always turn right and not left because you don't want to be hitting that bullshit, right? Anyway, that's that. Save a bit of time. Alright, we are here. See that? Right. I'll probably reset this actually because the zombies are already walking. There is a zombie at the end called Rob Zombie, who I'm sure you're being caught out by. The trick is there's 2 points on the wall that you can get snagged on, because the geometry overlaps. You want to round the corner. You don't want to come at the corner flush, and you don't want to be running against the wall. You want to come round that corner kind of roundedly, if that makes sense. Just do this a second. Bye back. Okay. Bye back. Okay. Bye back. Okay. Right, the battery. There is a trigger here, so as soon as we've picked this up, we're going to hold forwards and left and just run, right? Forwards and left, like this. As soon as that camera changes, we can use it. Right. Mansion 2, grabbing the acid rounds. A safer way to do it. Anybody who wants to get a time that isn't completely crazy or whatever, this is a little bit of a one of those situations where you're gonna lose maybe 0.6 seconds. Be your own judge. Is that too much or is that not enough? Whatever. But this is a very safe way of picking up the acid rounds. So I'll show you first anyway. So we're in here. Whoopsie daisy. I'm just gonna go through here. Turn into the left. Hit the left-hand corner of this item box. You must hit the left-hand corner. You can't be in the middle or whatever. Turn all the way to the door and pick it up. Make sure you turn all the way around. The reason why we turn all the way around is because we don't want that to happen. Okay. Don't try and save time there. We're turning back towards the door to run to the door anyway, so it really doesn't matter. You're not saving time here by trying to pick it up here or some bullshit, right? So don't be trying to mash as you're turning. Make sure she is fully turned around. The reason why this is very good and safe, if you do it properly, that is, when you come through this door, try and... Wait, how do other people do it? Like that, isn't it? Yeah? If you try to do the few steps forward and then turn left, the actual item interaction box overlaps with a shotgun. See how easy it is to pick up the shotgun rounds. So, to avoid this, which is a 6, I think it may be slightly less, but I think it's a 6-second time loss if you pick these shells up by accident. Me personally, I'll take the 0.6. I'll take the 0.6 and not chance it. Run to the end of here, turn all the way back, turn all the way round, interact, and pick up the acid rounds. This sounds very nitpicky, but this is a very safe way of doing it. And Oh boy, have I seen so many people pick up, like, because I mean, that's kind of a hard reset for even people trying to get like a 39 time or something, you know? If you pick up those shotgun rounds, and you know how hard you've worked to get to Mansion 2, me personally, it's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth the time save. I'd rather nitpick elsewhere, you know, maybe lab PC or whatever, and do it this way. Okay. Right, when I come around this corner, hopefully the dog is going to be there. Otherwise I'm going to have to redo this. So I'm going to bank right. I'm essentially just going to keep on running instead of turning left sharp. If you're trying to get like 38 minutes or whatever like that sort of times, and maybe turning in left and hoping for the best case scenario with the RNG is better for you. But for the most part, keeping a line outward to avoid this dog bite is going to be what you're going to want to do. So as I turn this corner, you'll notice I'm going to go wide. The dog might not be there, but the dog also might be there. It's all RNG. So yeah, let's just see if it happens. Dog wasn't there. Shit. Okay, let's do it again. Right, so I'm back again. I've gone up the lift, come back down the lift. No, okay. I'll do it again. I'll leave these in though, because this is a good example. Like, you could get away with just going left, but let me tell you, you'll see what I'm saying. Right, so I'm back again. I've gone up the lift, come back down the lift. No, okay. I'll do it again. I'll leave these in though, because this is a good example. Like, you could get away with just going left, but let me tell you, you'll see what I'm saying. Okay. See what I'm saying? Now let me play that back in slow-mo. Right, we're back. Okay, so you've seen the slow motion. I just hold my line. You don't even need to press right or anything like that. You're already coming into this line at the right angle, if you know what I mean. Well, you might want to tap right. And then as soon as you see the dodge or that they aren't there, you can scoot back in. Alright? I'm going to kill these dogs real fast to explain the next part. I hope that's clear. That's why you want to come out at that angle. We've all been hit by that dog. You don't have to get hit by that dog. I admit, you don't have to get hit by it. It's completely optional. Might want to lab this. I don't know. But there you go. The dogs are dead. Whee! Right. This trigger is a terrible trigger. It's a terrible trigger, right? You run into this, you know, I don't know, and you come here, right? Doesn't work, right? It's very, I mean, look where she is. It's very, very left-hand side prominent. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's not crazy left-hand side prominent, I guess. I thought it was like out here. We live in line. There you go. But it's easier to get it on the left-hand side. It's easier to get it on the left-hand side. Like over here. If you're over here, like if I tried it here, I'd be fucking worried. I'd be worried. Even if I'm turned into it. I'd rather be more here than more here. Basically, fuck that. I mean, just try and get it flush, alright? Try and get it flush, I don't know. But yeah, this trigger's an absolute bitch. It's quite a small trigger as well. Yeah, try and get it in the middle. There's nothing on that side. How stupid is that? The trigger for this goes from the ladders all the way across here. Just good to know. I mean, maybe you come out at a stupid line and you want to save time. Well, yeah, the trigger's all the way that way. Take that as you will. Oh, I should point out, this goes all the way from here to the ladder. So what I'm saying is you can hit it all the way. I'm new to the Chris run, but I think I've worked out the statue zombie now from watching quite a few of these top speedruns and all the other speedruns. You want to push the statue 4 times. There's a few mechanical things going on with this to get your RNG up. The only reason why I mention it, it's not exactly. You could be forever and a day thinking that this is all RNG. It is RNG, it does boil down to RNG, but you can pull back the percentage more in your favour, like 60-40 or whatever, 70-30 maybe. So you want to push the statue 4 times. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to do it. And I'll do it until it works as well, so you can see it. So I'm going to push it 4 times, and then I'm going to equip the knife. The reason why I equip the knife here is because it cancels the animation of Chris pushing the statue. You'll save a little bit of time there. It's only frames, but you see, time is time. Time is time, and time is ticking. So you want to slash the zombie then from behind the statue just to get his attention. This is where I was going wrong at first. I was going out left of the statue. You want to get his attention as soon as possible. So then his pathing kicks in and he starts trying to follow you. And then we are going to turn into the wall. That is the next big important factor. The reason why is the zombie, you want to fall into the wall. And when you are slashing with the knife, Chris's hitbox emanates beyond him. It is extended in front of him. You want to use this to your advantage. You want to turn into the wall. So you're essentially kind of like, to the zombie's perspective, further forward and left. You're going to take advantage of that. It's kind of going to look a bit like this. Slash from behind the statue. Jog on over to the left of the statue. You're going to get ready with a knife. Turn into the wall. Slash. He doesn't drop down. Turn further into the wall, so you're perpendicular at a right angle of the wall, so you're looking at the wall. You slash again, so you're turning even further away from the zombie. At which point, you are going to go back around to the statue. It looks like this. I'm not in the game. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel that. Not that time, but that's the point. See how the zombie was walking off to the left and everything? That's why it's important to first get the zombie's attention first. Because if you ran over to the left-hand side of the statue, you'd be waiting forever for him to get to you, and he might not even do it. And look how this cancels Chris's pushing animation. He's pushing, get this, equip this, and he stood up straight away. Get his attention, drop left, turn left. No, it didn't work that time. Biohazard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel his pushing animation.